Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is your host, Culture Junkie, along with Jordan, the Dungeon Master himself. Woo. And today we're looking at the December 2018 RPG Crate. Jordan gets these all the time. He loves them, uses them all the time for his campaigns. And if you're not familiar with RPG Crate, it is a monthly subscription box service that provides you with all kinds of awesome tabletop role-playing necessities, everything you need for your campaigning, whether it's one-page adventures, you have recipes, you have effing cool miniatures, t-shirts, dice. There's all kinds of cool, crazy things that are in the boxes. And you can go to rpgcrate.com to subscribe, or you can also go to their website and purchase items that you see featured in this box as well as previous boxes. What do we know about this month's theme, or what do we know about this month's box? What are you bringing us today?
I know that the theme is Sea Fallen.
Sea like the ocean sea?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had a mermaid that looked like she was undead on the cover.
A zombie mermaid? I never thought of that. That'd be pretty freaking cool to see. Okay. All right, so there you go. So that is our theme. So we're looking at undead mermaids. Can't wait to see that. But yeah, once again, go to rpgcrate.com to subscribe. And do want to send a special shout out to the folks that run RPG Crate, who have been wonderful in checking out our videos and sharing our videos on their website lately, which has really helped the view count tremendously. So thank you so much for that. And they've even been leaving comments on our previous unboxings as well. So that's really great to see. But I'm ready when you are to check out and see what they put in for. This is the final box of the year. So let's see if they went out on top with a big bang.
Let's see what's in it.
Cool.
Let's see what our first item is. And as always, it's our cheat sheet. So I'm going to put that over to the side. And let's see what our actual first item is. Ooh.
Looks like some water, and I like the color of the shirt. It's not black; it's like a charcoal look. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh. Team Abomination of Covington Cove.
Is that like a giant killer octopus?
I think
it's got tentacles.
Some sort of kraken.
Kraken. Okay. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I imagine it probably has something to do with the one-page adventures we're going to get. I'm interested to see what Team Abomination is.
Yeah, me too. That looks pretty sweet. And again, I like the color. I like it. I mean, I get tons of black shirts in the subscription boxes. Oh, yeah. Don't get a whole lot of these dark grayish color ones.
Yeah. Plus, with November's box, we actually got a brown shirt, which I was surprised.
Yeah, that was nice.
But I've definitely liked this like charcoal gray t-shirts, like charcoal gray and the blue. That's been awesome. Yeah. I think my favorite one I've ever gotten was that Owlbear t-shirt, and I wear that too much.
I'm sure your fiance loves it.
She's like, really, that again? I'm like, yes, it's my lifeblood.
It's my spirit animal, right? All right, so what's next?
Our next item is our effing cool miniature.
All right.
This looks like, oh man, what are these guys called? Actually, we got a monster manual right there. Let's check the monster manual.
There we go.
I think these are the Kotoa.
To me, it kind of looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon, but it kind of looks more like the version that you saw in Monster Squad. A little bit.
Yes, the Kotoa. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. These guys are pretty interesting. They have a habit of making their own gods out of their random, like, worshipping of these random ideals they have.
Okay.
And with their magic, they actually create gods.
Is that a net it's carrying, basically?
I think so.
Yeah.
It looks like a net.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. Let's zoom in a little better there. There we go.
There we go.
All right. I like it.
If this campaign has anything to do with Kotoa, I always like those. I know my players always like the voice I put on them, because I always do something like this. It's like a nice little fishy voice. And yeah, they always have a lot of fun with that. So if I can bring out a full adventure like that, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I've got something planned for my players, because they gave these Kotoas they found in the campaign, they actually gave them a magical item. It was like a little fish orb.
Okay.
And because they like to worship things and kind of create them into these deities, I'm going to have fun with that fish orb.
Okay, cool.
So, our next item is our recipes for adventure.
All right.
Cool. And this one looks like it's abomination bites.
8 small octopuses or mini hot dogs. Okay. Well, zoom in while we're reading. Y'all can cook this up to enjoy, or have it at your next DM party or campaign.
Honestly, like, I'm wondering if it would be good with octopus, because I am definitely a seafood man.
And on the back here, that tells you where you could
Yeah.
include that in your campaign.
Yeah, this is usually where they either get the ingredients or where they find somebody selling the actual stuff. So they've had like different cabins and different inns on the back of this before, where it's like, oh, we sell goblin fingers, or they have something like, oh, well, this is where the goblin hideout is. Go ahead and have your friend or have your adventurers go there, and they can actually collect the goblin fingers to make, and then you give them the actual abomination bites or goblin fingers, whatever you
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so next up we've got our one-page adventures,
Okay.
which these are in every crate, and I absolutely love pulling inspiration from these or just throwing this into a campaign.
Right. Because these are going to be a surprise for any campaign, whether you've just started one or you've got one like 3 weeks into, and you can be like, you know what, just for the heck of it, we're going to do this right here, and no one's going to see it coming, or they don't expect it.
Yeah.
And just it adds so much more to the experience, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, go to a new place, don't know what to do with it. Especially for me, I'm doing almost completely homebrew stuff. So, like, all these cities, sometimes I don't know how to fill it. Well, now there's going to be the Curse of the Sea Fallen over in X city or whatever.
Right.
And then I can use this adventure on there. It makes things a little bit more interesting, especially if you're running out of ideas.
Yeah. And that gives you all the information you need for pretty much everything. The surroundings, things you'll find there.
Yeah, this gives you pretty much everything you'll need as far as the background of the area, what's in there. It gives you all the monster stats for each of the monsters that are in that area, and it's all on one sheet of paper. And you can either run these separate, or you can run these all as one big adventure from A to C. And that's one thing I like, is that they leave it open-ended enough to where it doesn't matter, but you can also go in and be like, well, this is a connecting thread.
What was it they were saying on that comment last month? They were saying something about, was it about these, that they're going to be a continuation now, right?
Yes, that's right. So
they left a comment on our last video. I think it was September or October's video, or September's video, letting us know that they were going to do something different with these from here on.
And now I'm not sure if it starts right now or if it's going to be starting next year or something like that. But they're going to start making these adventures to where they all chain together for the entirety of RPG Crate. So you can make an entire adventure out of each of these one-page adventures and just chain them all together. So November's leads into December's leads into January's, something like that.
I like that, because that was something I thought was really cool, because you get you've got a sizable collection here of the manuals of players and everything, and then you've got books from previous boxes that would be more character stuff and creature stuff and whatnot. Book of Creatures was 1 year or 1 month, and then there's other ones that you get that do have like, okay, this is a whole campaign in this one book that they send you, and I was like, that'd be cool if they did something like that, where it's like, you know what, here's a week's worth of campaign in this month's box, but if you want to continue on, you got to subscribe to get the next one. That's a good way to hook people in a good way, because you're already having fun with the first book. Then you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta get the next month's box, so I get the next adventure to continue on with the story, unless you just spin it your own way with these. But I like that.
I think that's a wonderful idea for them to do. It definitely adds a little bit of like, ooh, I really need next month's box.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. So next item we got in our box is, looks like another one from Goodman Games, and this one's issue 7 of the 5th edition fantasy. This is Fantastic Encounters. So with this, I don't think this is one specific adventure. I think these are separate encounters, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, I like that. That one kind of goes with the theme. The fisherman.
Got like crab hands, a shark head. Yeah.
Yeah, I always
Two
love
Fiddler's
pulling.
Green
I
fairy
always
tale.
love pulling inspiration from these things.
Yeah.
And putting them into my campaign.
Have you ever thought about writing one of these books yourself, putting one together yourself, creating it all on your own?
There actually is something I've been working on.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about putting it on the show eventually. there is I wouldn't call it its own system. They have these things called one-page, what is it? I think it's like one-page games, something like that. They have stuff like Honey Heist and Everyone is John, something like that. And it's just like, oh, well, this is one paper that tells you everything you need to know how to play the game. Like with Honey Heist, you use only D6s, which I don't have a D6 right in front of me. Yes, I do. You use only D6s, and you like roll for what kind of bear you are, what kind of hat you have, and what kind of thing you are, like whether you're a thief, whether you're a hacker, something like that. And you have to run a heist to HoneyCon like 2018 or 2019, 2020, whatever it is. And you play a bunch of bears just going to a place, and you have to either steal the honey or steal the queen bee, something like that. I want to make something like that, but it's all about dogs, and I want to call it Treats and Tragedies. And
Copyright.
Copyright this guy right here. Yeah, Treats and Tragedies. And it's going to be like the alignment chart for like the good, neutral, and evil, stuff like that is going to be good boy, gooder boy, and goodest boy. Something like that. So.
No, because you've got a wild imagination for this. So I think it'd definitely be something up your alley.
Yeah, it's something I've been working on. And there's going to be like a cat that's like the quest giver, and he's like, oh, well, there's a monster in the living room, and like there's this big monster that's like supposedly like a dragon kind of thing, but really it's just the dogs chewing up the couch, like while the owner's not home.
Yeah, nice.
They're like, this will save the owner. Like if I can destroy this big monster, maybe he'll come back. Then like they kill the monster, which is tearing open the couch.
Yeah.
Then the guy comes back and he's like, dude, what the hell? That's my couch. It's like, we did it.
We destroyed the beast.
Yeah, so that's something I've been kind of working on for a while, and I want to actually make and post out there online once I get enough of it done.
No, I definitely would. I'd do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything left in the box?
We got our last item, which is our dragon foam.
Okay.
So, reason why it's called dragon foam is because it's all perforated. It's all super nice, and these are really useful, especially if you have a bunch of minis. Which, if you're a subscription or a subscriber to RPG Crate, of course, you're gonna have a bunch of effing cool miniatures. Well, you can have different cases that aren't exactly all square, so you can actually tear off pieces of this and fit it to certain cases so you can keep all your minis safe. Or you can be doing what I've been doing recently, which is taking parts of these and actually stacking them together and making different structures for your minis to roam around in. I've been working on a castle. So far, all I've really got done is the entrance of the castle, but I don't really have a lot of space in my apartment, so I'm kind of waiting until we get a bigger space before I make the big thing, because I want it to be as big as this table. I'm excited to keep working on that, but it's something that I
got to see. Yeah, we definitely got to see the progress eventually with the building of that, along with your miniatures as well. Miniature collections. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something me and my fiance have been working on, is painting them.
Yeah. So that'll be featured one day. One day.
One day.
Yes. All right. Box is empty, so let's take a look at that cheat sheet, and we'll do a recap on everything.
Okay, cool. So we have everything set up. So for the cheat sheet, we're gonna read it off, make sure we got everything. So we have our exclusive T-shirt, which definitely give me more stuff with that color scheme, because that's a awesome color scheme.
Yeah.
With like the white, blue, and the gray shirt, like charcoal gray. Ooh, it's so sexy.
Yeah. No, I think this is gonna be in my top 3 so far of all the shirts you've gotten on these. Yeah, you've gotten some really good ones. This is a really cool design.
Yeah, I know for me that owlbear T-shirt that we got, the Arctic owlbears, that's gonna be my number 1, unless they give me an owlbear onesie. Like that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
So next up we have our legendary adventures, which are our one-page adventures. Always a great resource, honestly. If there's any reason to get RPG Crate, it would be these, especially since they're going to start linking them up, so that way they're all one huge adventure.
Right.
And we've got our Premier Metal miniatures right here. And this one's the Kotoa, which I'm going to need to run through this and see if that does deal with the Kotoa, because they're one of my favorite creatures to play around with, especially with a little voice I have a lot of fun with. Even though if I do it for a whole campaign.
What was the voice again?
It was like... What are you doing in my house?
Reminds me of one of the Gungans from episode 1. Some people are like, what? You referenced episode 1? How dare you?
At least it was a mistake.
Alright, so we've got the recipe next, right?
Yeah, we got our recipes for adventure, which we have the abomination bites. And for me, hopefully it doesn't require actual mini hot dogs, and I can actually do that with small octopus as well, because I definitely am a seafood man.
There you go. Just go dive in for some small octopuses.
Or just go to Kroger.
I guess, come on.
And next up we have our dragon foam, which
Alright.
is this right here.
The book, too?
Ah, I skipped over it, yes.
Yeah, I was like,
The
yeah.
Fantastic Encounters,
Uh-huh.
which is our lovely book from Goodman Games. And I can't wait to read through that and see what I can pull from it.
Yeah. All right, excellent. So once again, RBG Crate, you did it again. Once again, you've got a box full of necessities that are going to come in handy. For Jordan, of course, and then for anyone out there that is starting off or has already been doing RPG or been doing tabletop adventures, etc. It's going to come in handy no matter what, because you got a little bit of something to be used in any kind of situation, and it's really great. The one thing I'm surprised that you haven't had in a while, I know it was before you started getting these boxes, and then you already know what I'm saying. You've only gotten it once. Dice. You only got dice one time.
And that was the, I think it was the dungeon dice.
Yeah.
Which I've actually seen them selling out there quite often. Is actually different sets of dungeon dice. But I've only gotten that one time, and as you can see, I love dice.
Yeah.
I would love to see more dice in
Yeah.
this. Maybe next year it's going to be more of a feature, but then again, some dice sets are $10 each, so $10.
Yeah.
That may get a little bit expensive.
Yeah, it can cut into the cost, sure, but yeah, I'm surprised not to see dice as often for that kind of box.
Yeah. But I mean, it happened. I still love what they're doing, but of course, if you want to throw dice my way, definitely throw dice my way.
And another thing I'd like to see more of, which you did get in, I want to say September's box, was DM screens.
Yes.
You got one of those, and it looked really awesome. It's a great screen. You've got your DM screen back here, which is awesome. But yeah, I'd like to see them do a little more variety on that for the next year, because I mean, this is the last box of the year, so we're talking about, what are they going to have next year? What are they
expectations for 2019?
Right. What are they going to include or involve? Because we know they're going to do one-page adventures, recipes, and shirts. It's kind of a given. That's been the steady thing. Ethnical miniatures, those are always awesome. So no matter what, those are going to be fun to have. And then there's so much they can do to play around with, different figures. So something I'd like to see, though, definitely would be more dice. I think the DM screen is a good idea.
Especially because with the DM screens, they always theme it towards whatever the one-page adventures are. And they usually have, like, this artwork right here would be extended throughout the entire GM screen. And it's always super pretty to see. And then on the back, they have all the important characters and stuff. And all the monster information that's down here, they usually have on the DM screen.
Yeah.
Super useful resource. I would love to see it in every month box, but I know that's a lot of work to put on RPG Crate.
Is there anything else you'd like to see them try or experiment with they have not done yet that you want to see maybe for the new year?
I mean, they've already done a lot. Like, I don't think I've been disappointed with any of the boxes so far. Mainly just dice and then DM screens. Of course, like, little knickknacks and stuff to throw out in the campaign. I know before they've done, like, these little crystals that you toss out and stuff and, like, give us prizes. They also have certain coins and stuff.
Yeah, the coins were nice. The pirate ones you had, right?
Yeah, the pirate ones are my favorite. I've actually handed some of those out, considering my players have become sky pirates, kind of. Or at least they rated a sky pirate. Or more like they got rated by sky pirates and ended up coming.
So it'd be cool to see some kind of different take on currencies then. So stones, jewels, that kind of thing.
As opposed to like your gold and silver, like go to another continent. That's not where all the trade happens at all. It's all just gems. And they hand out bags of gems.
In an old subscription box, like 4 years ago almost now, Loot Crate. They did a stack of money wrapped up like it was a wad of hundreds.
Oh yeah,
but it
the
was
Galaxy Cash.
But it was from Firefly.
Was it?
From the TV show.
Oh, that's where it was from.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never knew.
I didn't know either.
Oh.
Because I never watched Firefly back then.
No. I need to break it out again and be like, yes, this is amazing.
But I haven't seen anybody else do cash style currencies. I've seen coins and such. That's a good take on it. They could include, because those bucks were like really big actually, and they were wrapped up just like you would wrap up like a stack of hundreds or something.
Yeah, I think they were about as thick as these, but like, I think it was about
totally
that size.
Yeah,
total, like that wide, that long, and just wrapped up.
Yeah, and I had no clue when I did that unboxing back then. I had no clue. I was telling people on the video, like, I don't know what this is. Tell me what it's from. And a bunch of people were like, it's from Firefly. I'm like,
I had no idea.
I haven't watched Firefly yet.
And that was so long ago. I should have known. Oh man, it's one of my favorite shows.
So yeah, like something like that. A different take on the currency would be good. There's something else I was gonna say. I can't remember what else was a different thing.
That actually would be pretty cool because in the player's handbook and the DM guide, they have. Like, instead of just gold, they also have the copper pieces, silver pieces, and electrum. It'd be cool to see different things like that out there. Because they have, in the Dungeon Master's Guide, they have all the different pieces looking different. Like, there's one that's like a square with like a little, like, inlay kind of thing to it. And it's really cool.
Okay.
And it'd be awesome to see some coins like that.
And then something else that you could do two ways. Because pointing out the awesome dice bag you got there that your wonderful and amazing fiance got you.
Yes, Redfest present.
Yeah.
The best thing in the world. It holds all my dice, and it gives me room for more dice.
That'd be something that they could include in a future box, I think. Is some kind of dice bag. It doesn't have to be as detailed as that.
Oh, yeah.
But it could be some kind of pouch. It could be something like that, or some kind of zipper pouch, whatever. Who knows? Drawstring or not.
Honestly, I would love to see a dice bag with the RPG crate logo on it. Because this dragon with that crate, I've always loved it. I've wanted to see it on something other than just the crate.
Yeah, because they did a pin already of the logo in a previous box that you got. So they could do that. Or what I was going to say also is you have your owlbear. Your zipper.
Yeah.
It's got a zipper on it, or is it just a?
It's got a zipper in the bottom. It was
and you can put dice in it, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they do a plush of some sort of a character or creature to go along with the theme, and again, you can put dice in there. Or this sounds a little far fetched because some people aren't biggest fans, but actually just put a plushie of a dragon or a plushie of something.
Oh yeah.
That could be something in there. You could replace one particular item if it goes into the cost, whatever. But I wouldn't replace the effing cool features.
Man. I just had an awesome idea. For like a little side quest where like the players go to a toy shop for Christmas and there's a giant stuffed dragon that actually is like alive and like instead of breathing fire he like breathes this like cotton spore that makes you suffocate whenever you're in it. Oh man, ooh, that's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna do that now.
All right, copyright.
Just a giant like, literal plush dragon that the players have to fight.
All right, so I think we've given RPG Crate some stuff to work with if they're listening or watching. Hopefully they are. So yeah, hopefully I'm curious to see what they have in store for next year. Because this whole year you've had great boxes, different items. So we'll see what they have in mind for next year. And once again, if you have not subscribed before, everyone watching, thanks for sticking around. Go to rpgcrate.com and you can subscribe and check out all their different items available that you see here, as well as previous boxes as well. If you have not watched one of these unboxings before, keep in mind we got a playlist available so you can check out all the previous unboxings. And remember, as always, we got a Dungeon Master himself right here every time we do these unboxings. So if you have any questions or you're struggling with your campaign or you want to talk about anything and learn about anything here, leave us some comments below. And on the next video, we will answer all your questions, primarily Jordan, because he is the expert here. And he'll let you know any information you need to know about anything going on with your campaign, or in general, if you just have some questions about the whole concept of tabletop and RPG and Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games in general. So there you go. Anything else you want to add to this unboxing?
No, I think I'm good.
All right.
I love the crate. I love everything that they've done throughout this year. I love all the t-shirts, and I wear them more than any other t-shirt I bought.
There you go. All right, guys and gals, well, thank you as always for watching. If you are a first-time viewer, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please give us a thumbs up for the video. They appreciate that. Also, remember to leave those comments below, and any questions or topics you want to bring up in the next video, we will bring them up then. Well, everyone have a great, wonderful New Year's and a great start to the 2019 year. And we will see you all again in January for another unboxing. So thank you as always for joining me, Jordan. And we'll talk to you all later. This is PCJ and Jordan. We're signing out.